Here we go. Here goes the wheel of death. You gonna spin it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Oh, I think it was that one on Netflix.
Nick Cage movie. I don't know what you're talking. Is it the one that James was talking about?
Yeah, where they're like the animatronic puppets and stuff.
Oh, okay. We gotta find out the name of it. Okay, we're gonna watch it though. Apparently, it's the Nick Cage movie, so
Yes.
we'll find out. I remember James suggested it to us. All right, all right. What's up, guys? I'm Luke.
Amazing.
And we are
Scream Queenie.
Alright, so the Wheel of Death has chosen for us this evening to view a very interesting film. And we actually put it on there because our producer James and his friend Lana, they
I thought it was Lana.
Lana? Like Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta, sorry. I was gonna say Lana because of Lana Lang on, like, from Superman. When you were little, did you go to, like, Chuck E. Cheese or, like, Showbiz Pizza or...
I'm sure I did. I don't have any distinct memories of it, but I'm sure I did.
I mean, the closest thing, I mean, they still have, like, Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese. You know, it used to be Showbiz Pizza, but it's Chuck E. Cheese. No. They still have it, but, you know, I mean, it's, like, unless you're going there with, like, a child that you know, like a niece or a nephew
then
or
it's
something.
a bit odd.
Well, I don't even think they let you in. So, I mean, they've got, you know, you've got Dave and Buster's now, but there's the thing that's the difference between, like, Dave and Buster's and, like, your, obviously, besides it having alcoholic beverages and things like that, being more based for adults, and I guess because...
Dave and Buster's.
Yes, it's amazing. Is that they don't have the animatronic characters. Animatronic characters there. Okay. So, you know, you've got, like, the big purple, like, dinosaur looking thing that's there, and you got Chuck E. Cheese, and you got the whole band, and you've got all that stuff, right? Now, we previously have watched a short excuse me, film on Hulu.
Oh, that's right, we did. I forgot about that one.
Called The Hug. Check out our review on that. And so to kind of segue into what this movie is, it's a movie with a little actor. You may have heard of him before, but his name is Mr. Nicolas Cage. And it is called Willy's Wonderland. And I'm... Would you like to talk about the story, my friend? So I mean, there's a drifter.
Yes, Nicolas Cage is kind of a drifter. Well, we assume because he's not from that town and he's passing through. He runs over some, what are those called?
Spike strip.
Spike strips.
Yeah.
And has to have his tires replaced, but they only take cash, and of course, who carries enough cash to buy tires? So
and their ATMs don't work because because they don't have the internet.
Yeah.
Even though we were going to set it up. So why do you have anyway?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They offer him to work it off instead at Willy's Wonderland, and it turns out that it's just a whole big thing that the town does, that they trap passers-by to go in there to sacrifice to the animatronics
that are basically possessed
reincarnations of serial killers who used to own the place, and that's that movie.
Okay, first off, Nicolas Cage says absolutely zero words in this.
He grunts occasionally.
I mean, it's a toddler says more words. I mean, so than what he said in this. He was very reminiscent to me of like a Terminator, Dog the Bounty Hunter, with like his sunglasses and his beard and
He's the strong, silent type. He can kick ass.
Well, this is true. He can. There's a weird thing where he, like, every so often, like, he's got this timer and it goes off and he has to drink a energy drink and play up this pinball game.
Don't know if it's an OCD thing. Guessing maybe so, but he stops in the middle of life and death situations to complete this activity.
They wanted him to clean up the place, is what they said. I mean, this is the excuse that they use.
And he does.
Yeah. And they picked the wrong guy because Nick Cage don't care. I mean, like, he just... He
don't give a shit.
This is, yes, he is the honey badger in this scenario. I will say that the animatronics are creepy as all get out. I mean,
They're very humanistic.
Okay, Gizmo.
If that's a word.
So, so they looked really, really creepy. Especially, like, there was a couple of them that were exceptional. Like, some of them just looked really, like, kind of cheesy, you know, and it was funny. Some of them were funny. I felt like I was watching a Nick Cage movie, not like, I don't know, like, you know how...
Not a movie that had Nick Cage in it, but a Nick Cage movie.
Obviously, it stars Nick Cage. It's got Emily Tosta, is it? Tosta. And then Beth Grant. Beth Grant plays the sheriff. Emily Tosta is the what winds up kind of being the sheriff's daughter or whatever, adoptive daughter, I guess you would say.
Because they basically killed her parents.
Yes. And then we're going to kill her, I guess, but then it was, I mean,
she survived.
Yeah. I mean, I think you said this right before we started filming, but it was what it was supposed to be, I think. I mean, which was, it was kind of I feel like it was supposed to kind of be a joke, right? Like, it was supposed to not be taken seriously. It was,
you don't walk in with the prestige of like a Schindler's List or Sophie's Choice.
The statement is, I guess, is like kind of making fun or poking fun at campy films, more or less. Like, it's supposed to be a satire of it, more or less. Not really supposed to be something that's taken seriously, or like, for example, there's a group of teenagers along with Emily Tosta's character in it. And so they're this group of teenagers that want to fight back against it because they've lost relatives and siblings and everything else.
Or they think it's just wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, they're kind of the new generation coming up in the town that don't want this to happen anymore. And right down to, with the exception of her, Emily Tosta, the rest of the people are very much caricatures. Right down to their hair, I feel like a lot. Like, their hair is like it looks like plastic hair on one of the guys that has like a pomp. I mean, even down to the fact that, like, okay, so there's like they find out that these animatronics are coming around and trying to kill people or whatever, and two of the teenagers slip off to mess around. And even to that, like, because we have all been watching, if you're a horror fan, have watched one, and you're like, they're really doing this right now or whatever. Like, their friend just died 2 seconds ago or whatever,
and one of the guys, like, also like 2 seconds ago was ready to get the hell out of there because he was so scared, and then he's like, hey, you want to do it in the closet?
Well, or upstairs or wherever, in the super happy fun room or whatever it was called, with his girlfriend, who once again was the, like, kind of the
supposed to be like a bimbo type,
like the tart of the group or whatever you want to say. Floozy, if you will. So I mean, if that was the point of what it was trying to do, which I guess it kind of was, then it did a very good job at doing that. I mean, at poking fun at those things. So, my scream rating, I think I'm going to give this 2 screams. It was decent, but, and it wasn't too long either. I mean, it was like an hour and 20 minutes or something.
It had some good laughs.
It didn't take itself seriously, never tried to, so, what are you thinking?
I would give it 2 screams.
I mean, it's Nick Cage doing Nick Cage. I feel like it's Nick Cage. It is Nick Cageist, without saying anything.
Nick Cageist.
Nick Cageist. It's Nick Cage out of the cage.
Yes.
But in the cage at the same time, because he is Nick Cage, so he's in the cage.
Yes.
But he's out of the cage because he's not saying any words because that's like outside the box, so it's out of the cage. Anyways, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think I've taught myself.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I would say if you got some free time on your hands, there's probably some better stuff you can watch. But if you're looking for something that's just a short, fun film, I would say check out Dementia 2. And then if you got another hour and 20 minutes, go check out this movie, Willy's Wonderland. It's kind of fun. I mean, it
is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. So, check it out if you feel like it. And if you do, and you've got some other thoughts on it, or you think there's some kind of big message that this movie's trying to make that we didn't get because...
if there's some meaning behind his science and pinball playing.
Yeah, I mean,
please do enlighten us.
I mean, just if you can explain the movie better to us. I mean, because maybe my enjoyment factor of the movie would go up if I understood. So, not that I didn't enjoy it. I mean, like it was definitely super okay. Like,
yeah.
It's all like, I mean, so
it was very okay.
Yeah, it was the most okay of okayest that it could
have okayed been.
Yes. With that being said, we appreciate everyone. Check out our whole catalog of episodes. At this point, at some point, we're going to be pushing like 40 episodes. So, I mean, that's, when you get to 52, that means you've done, like when we do a week every week or whatever, like that's like a year's worth of episodes. Isn't that crazy? With that being said, we would love for you guys to like, subscribe, and share. Comment. Let all your friends know about us. Send in suggestions, please, to us. I have been Luke.
I have been Ainsley.
And we are
Screen Queenie.
We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.